Earlier today, I was at the Atlanta Motor Speedway checking out the newly remodeled track. Here's a look at the sights and sounds. The Atlanta Motor Speedway got a much-needed remodeling for the first time since 1997.
It's a new Atlanta. It is unlike anything I've ever seen of this track. I came here for the first time in maybe 2008 as a fan and watched in the grandstands, and I watched it growing up on TV. It's nothing like I've ever seen.
The changes to the track include narrowing the racing surface from 55 feet to 40 feet in most areas, increasing the track banking to 28 degrees, adding technology to help dry the surface much quicker, and resurfacing the entire track's asphalt.
With the open drainage layer, the ODL, as you've seen in the videos, it's going to give us the opportunity for the track to dry quicker. You know, you hear the word weepers a lot in racing circles, and I think that ODL is the layer below the final layer of asphalt. So the one thing you won't see at Atlanta Motor Speedway is water coming up and weeping.
The reshaping of the track is giving the racers a super speedway type of feel.
Super speedway style with the banking and the smoothness, but the corners are tighter. We lost a mile from Daytona across the board around the whole track, so the corners are tighter, the straightaways are shorter, and that was the biggest thing for me, was getting to the corner on entry. It feels like Daytona, but then you have to turn a lot sharper than we do at Daytona and Talladega.
Not only did the drivers test out the newly renovated track, but they also brought out the new next-gen car, which is set to debut this year.
You know, there's so much newness, and with the gearbox, the independent rear suspension, the 18-inch tire and wheel, the single lugs. I mean, I've watched the pit stop practices. It's amazing how different things are for those guys as well. And the key factor with the next-gen car is its movement on track and its movement in the draft, or movement around other cars.
You can catch the new cars and revamped track as the Atlanta Motor Speedway will be hosting 2 NASCAR Cup Series races this year. Reporting from the Atlanta Motor Speedway, Shah Sperani, 41 NBC Sports. It was actually my first time ever at a NASCAR track, and I gotta say, I definitely fell in love with the speed and sounds. And you guys can catch the first action on the revamped track as the Folds of Honor Quick Trip 500 will take place on March 19th and the 20th.